Hi, it's Betsy-Morgan, the psychic teacher. Today, I would like to talk with us about reincarnation. Is it true? Yes, it is. When I was a young girl, my mom first talked to me about reincarnation, and she was hesitant because back then it really wasn't accepted. But as soon as she talked to me about it, I knew. Have you ever been like that? Someone will say something and you get a feeling of either yes and your energy goes up, or no and you kind of move away from the subject. Well, I knew immediately that it was real and I wanted to know more. Well, throughout the years of my life, I read a little bit about it, but when I learned to channel about 35 years ago, I started getting both flashbacks and from my spirit guides, teachers, and angels, I started getting information about lifetimes in Egypt, lifetimes in England, lifetimes in France. I had this wonderful excursion around the world, and I'm sure you have too. I want you to know that I've heard many questions such as, besides, is it true? Yes, it is. People will ask me, how many lives have I had? Have I been male or female? And what have I done? Well, it would be good to go get a reading if you would like to have individual information. Yet in general, you have had many lifetimes on the earth plane. Some of you, hundreds of lifetimes. When I hear people say, oh, someone told me I had 7 lives, I'm thinking, I want you to know you've had many lifetimes on the earth plane, and most likely you've had lifetimes, ready for it, as a star being. Most of us, if we are what we call spiritual or interested in spiritual information, did not originate on planet Earth. We originated up there, out there, down there. In this beautiful earth plane, the stars are all around us and our family all around us, sending to us good vibrations and helpful vibrations to remember who we are, where we came from, how many lifetimes we have had. If you're listening to this, you have had hundreds. Lifetimes not only on the planet, but in the stars, and also multidimensional lives. It's very possible that right now you are existing in a multidimensional reality where you are most focused on this life, but you have another lifetime where your awareness is at a higher vibration, and perhaps a lifetime where you're experiencing a lower vibration, simply meaning that the higher vibration, you're bringing through more of your metaphysical gifts, perhaps of your third eye being opened, and you know things that are not available here on the earth realm. And at a lower frequency, you will know less. The vibration there might mean that it's a harder existence. And with a higher vibration, it's an easier existence. Each one of us has a soul, each one of us, and this soul is infinite in its love, its power, its choices of how to reincarnate, where and when. It will be a forever soul. You will, in your essence, never die. This beautiful soul of yours will choose when and where and how frequently to reincarnate. Why? The soul has a purpose, and that is spiritual growth, to get closer and closer to God and to its God self. And every time our soul, yours and mine, reincarnates, it learns lessons. And these lessons are so important. The lessons that our soul gathers will help us to become more aware that we are not just a physical body, but our identity lies with God in our divinity. So how many incarnations you have had? will stack up to how much spiritual growth your soul is wanting to have. And the more information and experiences, the higher vibration you go, the easier, happier your life will be, and the easier you will be able to be a channel, be a psychic, hold the high vibrations. For instance, I do other YouTubes on Kundalini, the God Self awakening within. So the more you will have interest in that, and the easier it will be to awaken. There's so much excitement in the world, especially when you are tuned into it. And reincarnation, all of your lives, helps you to tune into all of that information. So how many lives have you had? Something to investigate. Tune in to more of my YouTubes on channeling, Kundalini, reincarnation, mediumship. Find out your answers. It's wonderful being with you. I hope to get to know you better. It's Betsy-Morgan, the psychic teacher.